Hello and welcome back to another Artist Shop how-to video with me, Josh, from the Artist Shop team, your favorite bubble boy. Kiss, kiss. Today we're going to talk all about the Artist Shop settings page. But I'm starting here on the example Artist Shop page, exampleshop.threadless.com, a real Artist Shop if you want to go and click around, because I want to draw your attention to right here. This is a logo we've uploaded for our Artist Shop page. But if I didn't upload a logo there, it would just be text. It would be the name of the Artist Shop. If you have a brand new Artist Shop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is where you upload the logo, cover photo, social image. Get all that. We'll get all to that in a second on the settings page. So let's go over there. From the Artist Shop dashboard, you can see that the settings is at the very bottom of the column Artist Shop. So let's go ahead and click on that. So I mentioned the logo earlier. So if that logo was not there, you would see the shop title. This is, it says Example Artist Shop. You can change that to whatever you want. It'll just be text. If you update that and save it, you won't see it if you already have a logo. If you do, you'll see it right smack dab in the center of your customer-facing Artist Shop page. The next field we'll see is the shop URL. This is super important because that is the actual address of your Artist Shop. You can update that too at any time, but be warned, if you do, you need to make sure that everybody that has that existing or older original Artist Shop address, you update. And any links could be broken. You'll see a little warning at the bottom of that field. So let's say I made that super example Artist Shop. I changed it to that name. So any links, ads, or existing URLs will be completely broken. I would need to make sure that I update those with people as well. Moving on down, metadata description. The metadata is data that describes other data. What I mean by that is this. When you enter your URL into a search field, or it populates, let's say somebody Googles your name, it searches, it'll come up with that shop URL, and then it'll have the metadata right below it. If you share your URL on social media, it'll have your Artist Shop URL, it'll have that social photo that we saw on the other page, and then it'll have a little metadata description. So let's take a look at what the metadata is by default. So when you share a URL, let's say on Facebook, that's what we're looking at right here, it'll say the title of your Artist Shop featuring a collection of designs available on t-shirts, totes, and various other products in your Artist Shop. But let's say you want to make that more personal, you want to make that more distinct to your Artist Shop, you can update that metadata description. Also a great place to put keywords about your Artist Shop. Just make sure it makes sense. So this is an example Artist Shop. I love it. It's a great example Artist Shop for artists. Because you can actually buy those things there. So let's go ahead and save that. And we are going to go back to this Facebook preview after it saves. Okay, looks like it's been updated. So let's go back to the Facebook preview. And we are going to scrape that URL again so it'll see what the metadata is now. Now that we've updated it, it's scraping. And boom, you see it right there at the bottom. A great example, Artist Shop for artists, which I stand by. So let's go back to the settings page and get back into it. So the Google Analytics Site ID, the next field right here, is a free service by Google that allows you to see where your traffic is coming from. So there's a couple of analytics IDs, and we are looking at specifically the Universal Analytic ID. So if you're going to Google, that's the one you want to find. If you click on this down here, it'll take you to exactly to Google. It's a free service. If you can sign up for it. If you have Google, you probably already have it. The number, the site ID number, is going to look something like this. UA-numbers-a number. So what that ID helps you do is a few things. It helps define your target audience. So you can see information about your visitors, including their age, location, interests, gender possibly. A lot of what Google has on that profile, they'll share with you, and you can use it to help make your shop more customizable to them. You can also see the behavior of your visitors. So you can see how long they spend on a certain page or a certain design, see which ones are hot, and you can put them on the home page. It also shows where your traffic is coming from. Again, super helpful. You can see where your customers are and help target them better in ads, or you can help design better for them. Make something hyper-specific to them. Speaking of ads, the next field in your Artist Shop settings page is the Facebook Pixel ID. Now, what that allows you to do is the Facebook Pixel ID, again, it's free. You got to sign up for it, and you click on it right here. It'll take you to Facebook. it allows you to build custom audiences in Facebook and Instagram when you are creating ads for them. So you can, people that have visited your shop, you'll be able to see them. You can create custom audiences by retargeting them or finding people that are similar to them. And with that, you can optimize your ad conversion. So let's say you have a shop that's all about cats. You can find in Facebook people that are into cats or into big cats or into dogs or animals in general. And you can make hyper-specific ads to them because there's a good example. There's a good chance if they like what you're doing, they want to be able to find it and they want to be able to buy it. Speaking of buying it, the third thing you can do with the Facebook Pixel is track your conversions. And what I mean by a conversion is when somebody actually puts something in their cart and then places an order. That's considered conversion. So with Facebook Pixel, you can target people visiting the shop, you can target people that put stuff in your cart, and you can target people that made conversions. Again, if they love your stuff and they bought something, there's a good chance they want to buy something else. You can let them know when you have new designs up. You can let them know when you have a sale through these Facebook ads, and you can get hyper-specific with them. So it's a really great thing. If you're growing your business, it's a great tool to have, which is why we have them in our settings page. Moving on down, the department navigation settings. We don't need to get into this one too much because there's a whole other video about that. But basically, those are the buckets that all of your products will fall under. Men's, women's, kids, home, and accessories. You can update those to anything you like. They'll update on your artist shop page. Let's say you're only selling wall art. You don't want to just write home there. You want people to find wall art right off the bat. Or you want to get rid of men's and women's and be a little more gender inclusive. You can do that as well. Just make sure you hit save on that, and then that'll be updated on your artist shop. Moving on down to the last little section here, management settings. So these are 3 important toggles, and let's go through them. The first toggle, allow my products to be considered for the Threadless marketplace. Now, your artist shop is a standalone artist shop. The Threadless.com page is a standalone page. What that toggle allows is for your products to be considered to be added to the main Threadless artist shop, Threadless.com page. Otherwise, if you didn't want to do it through your artist shop, you could submit designs directly to the main site and do them that way. Those will get voted on by the community, and then ultimately they may or may not be published by us. But what that first toggle allows you to do, it allows those products to automatically be considered. Everything in your artist shop to be considered. And if it fits with the Threadless aesthetic, it could be added to that site, and you could be in that pipeline of customers. The second toggle, let Threadless manage my artist shop pricing and promotions. Now, what that means is, so your artist shop, again, completely yours. I think that's on by default, but you can click that off. Set all the products you want. Set all the prices you want for all the products. You can run your own sales. You can run a sale every week if you're doing that. With the Threadless Manage My Artist Shop Pricing and Promotions, that will allow us to run those sales for you. So if there's a specific holiday, if there's a specific, like back to school, winter sale, we'll run all those. We'll set all the pricing, and then you just get the word out. So you let your customers know. There'll be a little module in your dashboard that lets you know when the sales are upcoming if you're doing that. And then, again, you don't have to futz with any of the pricing. We'll do all that for you. You just got to get the word out, let people know, hey, there's $20 tees, or there's a back-to-school sale, or there's 10% off everything in the shop. Like, come look at it. And we'll handle all of that. The pricing is a little different, the earnings. So you'll never earn below the base price. But if the sale is below the base price, you'll earn 10% of the sale price from that item. Again, we don't have to get into that now, just to let you know. The last and final toggle, super important. This allows a search interface in your customer-facing shop. So you can see I have all these toggles on. Let's click back to the artist shop. Now let's say you have 200 designs and you need to search them. You want your customers to be able to search them. That lets this little section appear on your artist shop. You can click on that. It's loading. Customers can search your entire shop based on keywords or your design titles. So Space Dog, all good. You can search for that here. And the other cool thing about this, let's say you do have those 200 designs and you want to search for a specific design. If you have that toggle on, you can find it. Look, dog, boom. And then when you're logged into your account, you will see on the design page, the customer-facing design page, you'll see a button, which that's called Manage This Product. So you click on that, that'll shoot you right back to your artist dashboard and right back to your design page. So it's a great way to manage. It just makes sense. Some people don't like it. That's why it's a toggleable thing. But I highly recommend doing that. And then once you make all your changes to your setting page, hit save, and you will be all set. And that's your Artist Shop settings page. So let me know if you have any questions in that bubble over there, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.